This is a review for the ILIFE A4s Pro. The robot's airflow was measured at 18 CFM. Its suction was measured at 0.64 kPa. In our carpet stress test, the A4s Pro picked up all debris types very well. This robot has a fairly narrow, direct cleaning path, as its brush roll compartment is only 5.5 inches wide. But with the help of its side brushes and repeated movement over the same area, it was able to clean up well in this test over time. In our carpet deep clean test, the A4s Pro picked up only 4 grams of debris after 3 passes over an area of carpet embedded with 30 grams of fine debris. In our hard floor stress test, the A4s Pro once again picked up all debris types very well. Here we again see it cleaning well with the help of its side brushes and repeated movement over the same area. The A4s Pro performed reasonably well cleaning edges. This robot utilizes random pathing to move around when cleaning, and this pathing allows it to approach a lot of edges head-on, which is good for cleaning them. It also uses parallel movement close to the edge to clean debris in this area. The A4s Pro performed well in our robot vacuum crevice test on default power, and even better on maximum power. It was one of the best performers in this test among all of the random pathing robots we've tested so far. In our human hair pickup test, the A4s Pro picked up all the hair, but most of that hair wasn't pulled into its dustbin. 80 to 90% of the hair it picked up tangled around its side brushes and brush roll and had to be cleaned off manually. In our pet hair pickup test, the A4s Pro performed much better. It picked up and collected most of the shorter pet hair used for this test in its dustbin. We tested the robot's cleaning efficiency and coverage in 2 different environments, an empty room and a cluttered room. In our empty room testing, we see the A4s Pro's random cleaning pattern demonstrated quite well. We also see how this robot does not get good even coverage throughout the whole room. Even after extensive runtime, it clearly neglects the bottom right side of the room and to a lesser extent the bottom left side of the room. In our cluttered room testing, we again see a fairly random cleaning pattern, and we again see inconsistent coverage. The robot again neglects the bottom right side of the room, though here it's more excusable because the dock is located in this area. And not just this robot, but many other robot vacuums we tested also had a difficult time cleaning immediately next to the dock. Another problem area is underneath the chair frame. This test clearly shows how the robot always bounces off of and away from chair legs, instead of cleaning in between them and cleaning underneath the chair frame. Even after extensive runtime, the A4s Pro never properly cleans underneath the chair frame used for this test. Other important specifications and test results we considered for this review are summarized here. Note especially that the A4s Pro comes with a virtual wall, what ILIFE calls an electro wall, which you can use to keep the robot out of certain parts of rooms and or certain whole parts of your house. Additional electro walls can also be purchased separately. Also note the A4s Pro's runtime, bin volume, and noise output, and how those specifications and test results compare to the average for all the random pathing robots we've tested so far. Lastly, note the robot's diameter and height. These dimensions make the A4s Pro one of the smallest robot vacuums we've tested. Moving on to what we like and dislike about this vacuum, first let's talk about what we like. The A4s Pro offers good raw performance. It performed well in most of our debris pickup testing, and it performed especially well in our crevice testing. It's also quieter than the average robot vacuum we tested, at least on its default power mode. We also like the fact that it comes with a boundary accessory. This is also usually one of the least expensive robot vacuums on the market that comes with a boundary accessory. Moving on to what we dislike about the A4s Pro, the biggest negative for this robot vacuum is its lack of proper coverage. Even in a completely empty room, it simply doesn't cover certain areas of the room. And it also struggles cleaning around certain obstacles that are close together, like chair legs, which results in it not getting proper coverage underneath certain furniture, like chairs. And this leads us right into our general recommendations for this vacuum. We simply cannot recommend the A4s Pro because of its lack of proper coverage. Yes, it picks up most debris types very well, but this is meaningless if it can't get to that debris in the first place. There are many other budget robot vacuums on the market that do offer proper coverage, along with most of the benefits that this particular robot vacuum provides that we can recommend. See the description of this video for links to those other options, and thank you for watching.